I saw this tweet and someone was like, Boris, Mr. Johnson,
I'll be with you in a second.
are you going to lead by example? Bring, hello, Mr. Boris Johnson. Oh my god.
Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. It's the latest on trend with your girl Biani.
Okay guys, so let's just quickly talk about the new scheme that the government has laid out. I've been trying to do a little bit of reading on this, so I'm just going to give you guys what reports are currently stating and why this is important to us. I know because it's in Ukraine, it's in another country, a lot of people kind of feel detached. They feel detached from the situation. Of course, there is a level of empathy for the innocent people who are losing their lives and who are going through a difficult time. Even that is an understatement. But things can switch any time. Ukraine is looking at its neighboring countries to see what are you doing to help. The UK put in sanctions, which I personally don't think that it did anything. It made a difference. The UK government was getting a lot of criticism for its slow-paced response as usual. I mean, is there really anything surprising there? I don't think so. The UK has always been slow. It's almost like whenever I think about the UK reacting, or I just feel like Boris is just scared. I just feel like he's scared. But anyway, according to reports, there's been more than 2 million people who fled Ukraine since the Russia's invasion. The public can now open their homes to help refugees out of the crisis. This came after the government received a massive backlash from people saying that they weren't doing enough to support those fleeing the conflict. So they launched out a sponsored quote-unquote scheme that will allow an unlimited amount of Ukrainians with no family ties to seek sanctuary in the UK. There's different routes that they are looking at, and under that scheme, different avenues that they are looking at, but that's kind of the basis of it. The British public will be asked to help house refugees who will be eligible to work, access state benefits and public services. Of course, people had questioned when they come here, are they going to be allowed to have benefits? If you know you are not a British citizen, you are not allowed to have any public funds, okay? Public funds, benefits, anything like that. There is a restriction. People who have a spare room available can register with Shelter for Ukraine, which will connect you with Ukrainians seeking refuge. This will be open to churches, charities, Airbnbs, and etc, etc. Now, here's the thing. I saw this tweet and someone was like, is Boris, Mr. Johnson, are you going to lead by example? Bring, hello, Mr. Boris Johnson. Oh my gosh. Someone was basically saying, is Boris Johnson going to lead by example? And I'm not gonna lie guys, I feel like it's a bit cheeky of the government to be asking the British public to open their homes like that. Now, of course, there's safety measures in place and and all of that stuff. You probably will be working with some type of organization or the government, because there will be like a trace system in place. If you do choose to open up your home, I believe it's for a minimum of like 6 months or something like that, or maximum of 6 months or something like that. It'll be for about 6 months. And then, of course, they have this scheme where they will be able to know what to do next. Now, here's my thing, yeah. The government is going to be getting a pay rise, okay? Why don't, with that pay rise that you're going to be getting, why don't you use that for this cause instead of giving that to them to be putting in their pocket? And then you have the cheek, the audacity to be asking me, to be asking us that we have even been struggling to now open our homes, and you're just going to leave us there just so you can look like you're doing something good You're not doing anything good because you're going to just be sitting there enjoying extra money, yamming it up, and we are the one going to be doing your dirty works. Are we your puppets? Are we your puppets? Can you answer the question? Just answer the question. I saw someone was talking about, oh, so there's no more COVID or social distancing. Forget about the COVID and social distancing for a second. I'm here like, so you lot are actually going to be getting a pay rise, but you want us, the UK, the British public, to be doing your dirty work? Why? Can you make it make sense? I don't get it. But let me know your thoughts on this, because I know a lot of people, I think I said this in the beginning, are feeling very detached from the situation, but it can easily flip, okay? Like the script can easily flip, and it could flip very, very quickly. We're about to get an invasion upon her, okay? We're about to get an increase, a flock of people, okay, coming to the country. And this country is as racist as it is, I'm sorry to say, and I don't know how welcoming this country will be. And the fact that Boris is, the best plan that he can come up with is to be like, you lot deal with it, here you go, you people, there's a scheme for you there, you deal with it, you house them. I'm pretty sure that the country is capable of housing. Why don't you work with hotels? How about that? Why don't you work with charities and shelters and accommodations that is set? You were quick to charge people nearly £2,000 for these quarantine hotels, but yet you want the public to do your work. It's going to be interesting to see whether they're going to keep it, scrap it, or how they're going to go about it, the response that they're going to get. I'm pretty sure that there are amazing people out there who will sign up for the scheme and help as they can. Again, these are innocent people. They didn't ask to be in that position. I think that there's so much more the government can do. At the same time, I feel like pressure needs to be applied on the government to make better choices and better decisions. And it's not even about people being mean or horrible or not wanting to take people in, but it's like you should question, why is the government not doing enough? Like, why is the government trying to make us do its dirty work? That's how I see it. And if there is another way for me to see it, please enlighten me in the comment section and let me know. Educate me. I'm open to it. Let's have a conversation. The government is talking about humanitarian grounds. This country does not have any form of human touch. Priti Patel spends her time trying to get people out of the country at the first chance she gets. So now all of a sudden you're trying to invite people in to do your lowest jobs that your own British citizens, British born, do not want to do. There's a certain line of work that people don't want to do. So of course this is only going to benefit you, the government, because as soon as these people will come into the country, guess what? They will start treating them like slaves. They will give them ultimatums. They will definitely not make them feel like they are a part of this country. They will segregate them. They will isolate them. They will make them do the dirtiest of work and pay them the lowest of wages. That's what they are going to do. Everybody in position within that government at the moment is cold-hearted, and maybe we're coming close to voting season again. So hey, let's act as if we care and we're actually doing something. Let's open our borders, let's open our gates, let them all come flooding in. In the reports it says unlimited. Okay then, as we are doing that, let's put it upon the people to look after them whilst we get our pay rise. I'm sorry, but this is absolutely fake, and this proves exactly how little humane the government is. Like, there is no more humanitarian grounds because so many people have been rejected, sent back, deported. Where was that humanitarian ground? Nowhere to be found. I understand that I have generalized a lot, but I always have to put a disclaimer in the beginning. I'm not talking about all. I'm very much aware that there is people who genuinely do fight for human rights. Human rights in this country is slowly fading, if it hasn't faded already. There's a lot of cases that people should have won based on human rights that they didn't, and they are trying to talk about humanitarian ground. I'm not stating that this country is a horrible country. There's a lot of benefits in this country. However, I just feel like certain people like Priti Patel, who are in this governmental position, have proven that in terms of foreigners, there is definitely a demarcation and a separation. Is this country good to their own? Yeah, maybe they're good to their own, but for those who are not their own, you can definitely tell, and they make it very clear. And there's certain rules and there's certain decisions that they have made that I just don't agree with, and so now they want to bring up humanitarian, and it's almost like, let's open our eyes and really smell the coffee, or what's the saying? I can't remember. I don't remember the saying. Basically, all I'm saying is open your eyes for yourself and don't fall for it. Anyways, I can go on and on and on about this, but to me this is just fake. This is just a camouflage, just to kind of act as if they are doing something and they are really not. And as sorry as I feel for these people, because like I said, it's no fault of their own, they're only going to struggle. But I guess the saying goes, beggars can't be choosers, and it's better to be in a shelter here than to be on a war ground over there. So guys, thank you for tuning in and listening. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video.